Sodium. Sodium is a chemical element with the symbol Na and atomic number 11. It is a soft, silvery white, highly reactive metal and is a member of the alkali metal group of the periodic table, which also includes lithium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and francium. These metals share similar properties such as being highly reactive and having a single electron in their outermost electron shell. Sodium is never found in its pure form in nature because it readily reacts with moisture and air. Instead, it is typically found in compounds such as sodium chloride, which is table salt, sodium carbonate, washing soda, and sodium hydroxide, which is lye. Sodium is the 6th most abundant element on Earth and is widely distributed in nature, primarily occurring in minerals such as halite, which is rock salt, soda ash, and brine. Sodium was first isolated by the British chemist Sir Humphrey Davy in 1807 through the electrolysis of sodium hydroxide, then known as caustic soda. Caustic soda and soda ash are essential in various chemical manufacturing processes. They are used in the production of detergents, soaps, paper, glass, textiles, and numerous other products. Sodium hypochlorite, a compound derived from sodium, is a common disinfectant used in water treatment to kill bacteria, viruses, and other pathogens. It's also used in swimming pools to maintain water quality. Sodium compounds are used in the pharmaceutical industry as excipients, which are inactive ingredients, in drug formulations, as well as in the production of various medications and medical devices. Sodium hydroxide is a strong alkaline compound commonly used in the industrial cleaning products to remove grease, oil, and other contaminants from surfaces and equipment. Sodium compounds are used in the production of dyes and pigments for textiles, paints, and coatings. While sodium is a solid at room temperature, it melts at a relatively low temperature of 97.2 Celsius, which is 207.9 degrees Fahrenheit, making it one of the few metals that are liquid near or slightly above room temperature. Sodium has been detected in the atmospheres of several celestial bodies, including Mercury, the Moon, and some exoplanets. Its presence is often inferred through spectroscopic observations. Sodium vapor lamps, which produce a characteristic orange-yellow light, use sodium as a key component in their operation. These lamps are commonly used for street lighting, security lighting, and other outdoor applications due to their efficiency and long lifespan. Sodium plays a crucial role in many biological processes in organisms, including nerve function, muscle contraction, and fluid balance. Sodium chloride, commonly known as table salt, is used extensively in food preservation to inhibit the growth of bacteria and other microorganisms, while also used to enhance flavor and texture in food products. It is an essential nutrient for humans, but excessive consumption of sodium can lead to several negative effects on the body, primarily due to its impact on fluid balance and blood pressure regulation. Here are some of the consequences of excessive sodium intake. One of the most well-known effects of excessive sodium consumption is an increase in blood pressure. Sodium attracts water, so when there's too much sodium in the bloodstream, it draws more water into the blood vessels, increasing blood volume and putting pressure on the blood vessel walls. Over time, this can lead to hypertension, which is a significant risk factor for heart disease, stroke, and kidney disease. Excessive sodium intake can cause the body to retain water, leading to bloating and swelling, particularly in the extremities such as the hands, feet, and ankles. This can also contribute to feelings of discomfort and tightness. High blood pressure resulting from excessive sodium intake can damage the arteries over time, increasing the risk of atherosclerosis, which is the hardening and narrowing of the arteries, heart attack, and stroke. The kidneys play a crucial role in regulating sodium levels in the body. However, excessive sodium intake can put a strain on the kidneys, potentially leading to kidney damage or dysfunction, particularly in individuals with pre-existing kidney conditions. High sodium intake has been associated with increased calcium excretion in the urine, which may contribute to a higher risk of osteoporosis, a condition characterized by weakened bones. Paradoxically, excessive sodium intake can lead to dehydration. When there's too much sodium in the bloodstream, the body may attempt to dilute it by pulling water from the cells into the bloodstream. This can result in dehydration at the cellular level, despite an overall increase in fluid volume. Some studies have suggested potential links between high sodium intake and other health issues, such as stomach cancer, asthma, and cognitive decline. However, more research is needed to fully understand these associations. Some people are more salt sensitive than others. African Americans, people with diabetes, and older people tend to be more sensitive to salt. Pregnant women as well should be careful with their salt intake, as their increase in blood volume temporarily increases the body's need for salt during pregnancy. This can be supplied with a varied, balanced diet. I know with pregnancy cravings this can be easier said than done. Women who are pregnant should try to prepare their meals with not too much salt. I'm not a doctor, so I would advise speaking with your doctor about the proper amount. Also, if you're using salt substitutes, please be aware of ones that contain potassium, as this can be dangerous if you have kidney disorders or are taking potassium-sparing supplements or diuretics. The American Heart Association recommends limiting sodium intake to no more than 2,300 milligrams per day, with an ideal limit of 1,500 milligrams per day for most adults. To tell you the truth, you don't even need this much. The human body needs less than 500 milligrams of sodium per day to maintain health, with 1 teaspoon of salt containing over 2,000 milligrams of sodium. We can consume 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt every day and our bodies will be just fine. And believe it or not, the average American diet contains 4,000 to 7,000 milligrams of salt per day, which is equal to 2 to 3.5 teaspoons of sodium per day. This may not sound like much, but believe me, it is. Just try eating 2 to almost 4 teaspoons of salt and see what happens. Please don't do this. Be on the lookout for processed foods which have added amounts of sodium like potato chips, cereals, cold cuts, canned soups, prepackaged meals, and commercial baked goods, because the more processed the food is, the higher the sodium content. Look for code terms in the list of ingredients, such as brine, broth, corned, curd, pickled, soy, and teriyaki sauce, which indicate other high-sodium ingredients have been added, because these ingredients could be included in items that claim to be salt-free or low in salt. Prepare most of your meals from scratch instead of processed pre-prepared meals, if you can. I know we are all busy and sometimes don't feel like cooking. I know I don't. However, try meal planning. This is what I do, and I cook my meals to last me for most of the week, which results in me only having to cook once or twice per week. To maintain overall health, it's important to consume sodium in moderation and to always balance it out. When you're cooking, opt for less salt and use more herbs like basil, oregano, thyme, rosemary, sage, and parsley, along with spices like cumin, coriander, turmeric, ginger with onions, garlic, shallots, lemons, and limes. You won't even miss the salt. Make your own salad dressing as well. I have a great recipe that I use for a very tasty vinaigrette in the description below, so be sure to check it out and feel free to substitute or omit an ingredient you don't like, just as long as that ingredient isn't more salt. If you liked this video, please leave a comment below and consider subscribing to my channel. And remember everyone, live, love, be happy, and be healthy.